Absolutely. Yeah, and that's confirmed. Actually, I have a source inside the police department that has looked at me straight in the eye and said, Rod, we were told to stand down in this case, and I can't share any information with you.
Wow. Incredible information coming out right now that has vindicated the supposed conspiracy theorists, really critical thinkers who were questioning Hillary Clinton and the DNC. And of course, this bombshell information will change everything. We are talking about the death of Seth Rich, the alleged DNC leaker and WikiLeaks source that mysteriously died. And in this video, we are going to give you the full story of the latest information, the bigger ramifications, significance, and importance of this story. And to me, this is one of the biggest stories of the year, if not years, that of course the mainstream media is now ignoring, other than Fox News, that will change everything. This information is coming from Rod Wheeler, a former DCPD homicide detective who is confirming his initial reports that there is a stand-down order within the DC Police Department who never investigated the DNC about the very suspicious death of a DNC official. And of course, that was Seth Rich. Now, Seth Rich was a former DNC staffer who was murdered in a supposed botched robbery, which the DCPD, without an investigation, classified as a botched robbery, except there was no robbery at all. And Seth Rich's valuables were still on him at the time of his death, when he was mysteriously shot in the back one early morning in Washington, D.C. And now we have Malia Zimmerman of Fox News saying that it was Seth Rich who leaked thousands of internal DNC emails to WikiLeaks and that he was the DNC leaker. Fox News is also reporting that after a federal investigator reviewed an FBI forensics report detailing the contents of DNC staffer Seth Rich's computer, he came to the conclusion that Seth Rich has made contact with WikiLeaks through Gavin McFadden, who also recently died and was the director of WikiLeaks living in London at the time. This information is also confirmed by Rod Wheeler, the private investigator and former DC police homicide investigator who was previously hired by Seth Rich's family, and he is saying that there is tangible evidence of Rich's laptop that confirmed that he was communicating with WikiLeaks prior to his death. He is saying that his sources within the DC Police Department are telling him that there was a cover-up and that the police department has been told to back down from the investigation of what really happened to Seth Rich. This could be one of the main reasons why the DNC has refused to hand over the hacked email servers to the FBI. Servers that could have shown a digital footprint from Seth Rich to WikiLeaks. Now, it's important to understand here the DC Police Department has not been cooperating at all with this investigation. Seth Rich's laptop is believed to be at the police department or either the FBI. And now the DCPD are continuing their cover-up and refusing to even talk to the media.
Police not confirming any of this with us. I've been calling the PIO number here at the DC Police Department. That was at 6 a.m. and I have contacts from private crime stories. Nobody telling me anything.
Now, it's also important to understand that as soon as the Seth Rich bombshell was dropped, the Washington Post decided to run a bombshell story about a supposed Trump classified information leak to Russian foreign agents, a supposed bombshell story that was released 1 hour after the new revelations came out from the Seth Rich death investigation. A story whose only source in that report officially is denying the information to be true. Now, as the mainstream media is running with this story and trying to push this story as the main headline now over the Seth Rich information, it's important to understand that this latest document, this latest information from the Washington Post, came from the same organization that now John Podesta, former Hillary Clinton's campaign manager and victim of the DC leaks, is working for. The same John Podesta that had a disturbing discipline plan for the supposed leaker that now Fox News is reporting is Seth Rich. John Podesta said that he definitely wants to make an example of a suspected leaker, whether or not we have, quote, any real basis for it. And while the mainstream media still decides to run with the Russian fake Trump narrative, we are seeing the epitome of Operation Mockingbird being run right in front of our eyes. Now, I do have to say we do have to give credit to Fox News, who originally investigated this story, who broke the story, and are unafraid of the consequences and are reporting on it honestly, unlike the majority of the other mainstream media outlets that act like it never happened. Now, I think anyone here, if they put the dots together, could make a conclusive argument that Seth Rich was murdered for releasing the information information to Wikileaks. It's very clear for many people, especially with the suspicious circumstances surrounding Seth Rich's mysterious death. Now, in the bigger picture of things, it's going to be clear that either the DCPD or FBI will keep on to the laptop and not release the information from Seth Rich's computer. But with so much evidence at hand, it's critically important for everyone to get involved, share this information and this video about Seth Rich all over the internet, and most importantly, and not only sway public opinion, but demand that Donald Trump keep his major campaign promise of, quote, lock her up, and actually do a real investigation into the death of Seth Rich with releasing his laptop. As we know, there are many suspicious deaths surrounding the Clintons, as you can see by this infographic, which will be in the description below. But beyond just that, we are seeing how the mainstream media controlled dialogue has been blaming this hack on the Russians for months now, have been spreading fake news, disinformation as a weapon against you, the American public, covering up not only for Hillary Clinton and the deep state, but showing you how absolutely full of crap they are and how they should never be trusted ever again. Now, please share this story. It's critically important for you, the people, to control the narrative, get this information out, and push for real justice for the hero that was known as Seth Rich. Thank you again so much for watching. Subscribe, stay tuned, and don't forget to support us on patreon.com/WeAreChange to continue our independent news organization.